Good afternoon. Thank you for coming in today. My name
You're welcome.
my name is Kiara Page. I'll be your counselor for today. I just want to let you know that I am a mandated reporter, so if you say anything about harming yourself or anyone else, I do have to report it. Besides that, everything is client privilege and private, okay? Do you have
Okay.
do you have any questions about anything?
No, I know at the moment.
All right, let's get started. Can you state your full name for me?
My full name is Marissa Nicole Edwards.
Thank you. And what is your date of birth?
January 7th, 1993.
And how old are you?
I am 27 years old.
Okay. And do you identify yourself as female, male?
I'm a female.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Are you currently in a
You're welcome.
relationship?
I'm currently not in a relationship at the moment.
Okay, no relationship, so you're single.
Yes, I'm single.
Okay. All right. Have you been in a relationship recently?
Um, about 3 years ago, I would say the last time I was in a relationship with someone.
Okay. All right. So like are you currently like dating around but like not in a relationship?
Yeah, I talked to someone, but we're not in a relationship. We hang
Okay.
out. Yeah,
All right. And how's that going for you?
it's going good.
Okay. Do you see yourself like continuing on the dating with him, or do you see yourself finding other options?
Um, I can't say right now. Right now, I say that everything's going good with this guy. So I could say I could see myself talking to him long term. I mean, I have got friends, but he's only I talk to on a day-to-day basis.
Okay, that's good. All right. So, in your relationships or like in your dating stages, like, do you find yourself to be like the dominant one, or do you like to be submissive? Like, how do that go for you?
I like being submissive. I don't too much like being dominant because I like to let a man take control when need be.
Mhm.
It really just depends on the situation, though.
Okay. So, right now in your dating stage with the guy that you're with, how would you describe it? Like, is it fair? Is it good? Is it like poor? Like, how would you describe
I would say, what do you mean, such as the
it? Like,
relationship we have?
yes.
Okay, yeah, I would say it's going good so far. He's a sweet guy. I enjoy myself around him. The company's always good. I feel safe when I'm around him, and I can be myself. So I would say that's good at the moment.
Okay. And how long have you guys been dating?
Going on 2 years now,
Okay, that's good.
2.5 years.
All right. Do you have any siblings?
I do actually. I have four other siblings. I have three sisters and one brother. Brother passed, but I do have which are sisters.
Okay. Do any of them live with you?
No, not. But I do have some that currently live in the city that I stay in. We just don't live in the same household.
Okay. So, um, are you and your family like close knit?
Um, it really just depends. Um, Growing up, we were kind of not like always close, but we were close in a way like such as being around each other for the holidays. We're close in that area. But do I consider myself being close? No, but I do have love for my family.
That's great. All right. What is the highest level of education you've completed?
My bachelor's, I'm currently getting my master's degree, but my bachelor's is the highest that I have completed so far.
Okay. And what are you getting your master's in?
With a it's in biology with a concentration in microbiology.
Okay. So what do you plan on doing with that?
I've been researching being an infectious disease doctor, or I would like to do some work in the laboratory, some type of microscopic work, anything that's in the field of laboratory and research.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Have you ever been in the military before?
I have not.
Okay. Do you have family that's in the military?
I have cousins, but no one like my mom or my dad. But I have cousins and uncles and aunts that have had they.
Okay. Are you currently receiving like any kind of counseling services or professional services?
No, I'm not at the moment.
Okay. Have you ever had psychotherapy before?
I have not.
Okay. Do you currently take any medication?
No, like or medication for my health. No,
Okay. Mhm. Do you currently have a primary physician?
I do not.
You don't, okay. And you don't see a specialist or anything?
No.
Okay. All right. Do you currently use alcohol?
I don't, but I drink on the occasion.
Okay. So you drink occasionally? So when you drink
Occasion.
occasionally, like what do you call occasionally? Like every month, like every 2 weeks or something like what do you call occasion?
Um, it just depends on like the occasion, such as like if it's someone's birthday or I'm stepping out with a couple friends to go to the bar and have some drinks, just for a good time. So I think once or twice out of the week, or if I come home from work and I had a long day, I might drink on me some.
Okay. So do you drink like any hard liquor besides wine?
I do.
Okay.
But like me and my friends were to go to the bar, um, on that occasion, I do.
Okay. Do you have a favorite kind of wine or liquor?
My favorite kind of wine is either Chardonnay or Pinot Grigio. Um, and when it comes to hard liquor, I like Verdana Julio.
Okay. All right. Do you use any kind of tobacco, like anything?
No,
Okay. All right. And you don't use any other drugs, right?
no.
Okay. All right. Have you ever felt the need that you had to cut down on your drinking?
I have a few months ago. I did like my drinking did start to interfere with my personal life, so I did take a step back on how much alcohol I was consuming when I was consuming it.
Okay. So is there something that you discovered yourself like, dang, like I just really need to step back for a second, or like were other people realizing it too?
Yeah, it was something that I saw for myself because I was doing nothing but enjoying life. I would say, um, and I was just turning drinking. So I kind of felt like too much. I always wanted to feel that feeling of being like drunk or tipsy.
Hmm.
I did tell myself like to cut my health as well.
Hmm. So do your parents or anything drink in your family?
No,
Okay. So I want to ask you a question. I know this is like a new thing, like with this generation. Do you guys
Mhm.
do you guys use like hookahs or anything like that?
Yeah, I do own a hookah. I
Okay.
use it, like I said, occasionally. I don't like the feeling it gives me, so I probably, light it up when I have friends over, and we don't have we just sitting down talking and having a good time.
Okay. So what is like I guess like what's the purpose of a hookah? Like what does it do for you?
Well, for me, it gives me a high, like a high that somebody else may get from using like a hard drug. It gives you a slighter high, like a buzz, such as like if you're tipsy, if you have something to drink, it gives you like a buzz
Hmm.
or something high.
Okay. Does it like can you say like does it help like relax or calm you or something like that too? Or is it just like a high that it
It
gives
could be for it could be for some. For me, I just I smoke it for entertainment purposes. But some people they do it for relaxation.
you? Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Have you ever felt the need like somebody was ever criticizing you or, annoying you because you like you said you like to have your drinks or whatever like that?
Yeah, I've come across a few people who have voiced their opinion on what I do in my spare time or how I do it. But do I let that affect me? No, I let it change the type of person I am. But
Hmm.
I have people come around me and voice, concern or opinion on how they feel.
Okay. And you said you don't let that affect you.
No, I don't.
Okay. So has it been a time like they probably voiced their opinion too much about your drink and it just like you was just like ready to explode on someone, something like that?
No, I didn't never let it get to that point. Did it? Will I say? Did it make me feel some type of way at that time? It was yeah, it was coming from somebody I wouldn't expect it from. But like I said, I never let that affect how I feel. Um, everybody has their own criticism, and I can take criticism, so it didn't affect me at all.
Okay. So have you ever felt guilty or anything about your drinking? Like or like have you ever I guess let me say, have you ever like guilt drink or anything like that?
Yeah, I think when I lost my brother, I think that's my dream kind of came from because I would drink a lot just to mourn, like, 'cause everybody mourns different. So I started drinking a lot, so it comes from that. So it made me feel like, it did make me feel like guilty. Like I could control it, but I didn't want to.
Hmm. Okay. And so, like when you were going through your phase of, when you lost your brother and you were drinking, was your drinking like uncontrollable or like was it just like, I'm gonna drink, but I'm just trying to get rid of the pain that I'm dealing
I could say it was both, because I would just drink just to cry because I didn't know what else to do.
with? Hmm.
But then I was also drinking like I think about it, So it was both for me. I would say like I was doing it just to, hide like my feelings sometimes, but then I would do it to like let my feelings out too.
Hmm.
And I think that's the issue that got me to drinking more often.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool. So has it ever come to a time where like you say like you probably drunk too much and like it made you feel like you like an eye opener, like man, like if I stop doing this or something, so much could happen for me, or like I almost like lost my life or something like that.
Yeah, I've been to that point too. Um, because I thought about my health. Drinking is not good for you.
Hmm.
It has some real major organ. in your body. So I thought about that first. Because like I said, my dad, he's been sober for years now, 10 plus years. He had a real bad alcohol problem. But it affected his health where the doctor said, hey, if you have one more beer, you're gonna die.
Hmm.
So, what he went through with that, it kind of like has an impact on my decision on cutting back on how much alcohol is on my health and staying healthy.
Hmm. So, because I know, people grieve in their own way, like you said, but have you ever considered like going to counseling for grievance, like grievance counseling?
Yeah, I thought about it. But, at first, occurred, I thought about it, but then it got better.
Hmm.
Um, we spend so much time thinking about it. I think I just took, came to terms with that, hey, this is what it is, and this something you have to get yourself through that. Try and get yourself through that first before you try and get help. So, but I was able to get myself through it. Now I came a long way from it. So now I don't grieve as often as I used to. Um, so
Hmm. So were you and your brother like you guys had like a close relationship and good bond with each other?
yeah, it was like a real. Out of all my siblings, I would say we were like the two closest.
Hmm.
Out of it.
So did that like bring you and your siblings together closer after your brother passed, or?
It kind of did in the beginning. Because like I said, we've always been close in age. We all grew up together, like same mom, same dad, same household. So when you're like used to somebody and this is like your family and you lose somebody and then now it's just not the same. So now you gotta learn to cherish and love each other more and just be there for each other. So I would say in the beginning it did. It made you like us cherish like each other more. And the time we spend around each other.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about how you were raised? Like, who was the dominant one between your mom and your dad? Like, how were the rules set in your house?
My mom, she wasn't really a worker. My dad did all the work. Um, 'Cause in the beginning, like my mom, she took care of us, like stay home, I guess you could say.
Hmm.
She didn't work for a long time until we moved. But my dad, did all the household um, and the hard labor. My mom, she's the cook, cleaner, the take care, making sure we're dressed for school, you know. And that. So I would say my dad was the dominant one in the house. Um, when it comes to the hard work,
Hmm.
caring and taking care of the family, making sure food, dinner served. It's my mom.
Hmm. So, who can you say you probably got your like your hard work ethic from?
Definitely my mom. My dad in the areas of like labor, but my mom's more so of like being a woman and doing what a woman is supposed to do. I would say my mom.
So that's who you got your like your independence trait from is your mom. Like,
Like, yes.
so your mom's been like always like a go getter type of person.
Yeah, she's one of those people who she's not gonna ask you for nothing. She's gonna take care of herself. Anything she needs done, she do herself. And that's how she was raised. Like her mom raised her not to depend on a man for nothing. So herself, like she wouldn't, depend on a man for nothing. Everything she's gonna do, she's gonna do it on her own. And so that's what she did. Like growing up and seeing how hard she worked, like to make sure we had. So I would say.
So do you get any of those traits from your mom? Like, do you okay, so let me ask you, do you find it hard to ask people for help?
Depending on the situation. Um, if it's a situation I know I need help in and I know that if I try to do it on my own, I may not succeed. Then yeah, I would, ask for help. But I find some people, if you ask them for help, they feel like you owe them. And that person, I don't want you to feel like I owe you anything. If you're gonna do it for me, you're gonna do it out of the kindness of your heart because you see that I need it. But yeah, it's just been hard. I'm just not the type of person. See, my always made me like this, so it's hard for me to ask, for help when I need help. But if I know I need it, I extend my,
Mhm.
you know, I'll ask for it if I really need it.
Okay. All right. And you said you currently don't take any medication, right?
No, I'm just currently prescribed birth control. That's it.
Okay, birth control. Does birth control work for you? Like, does it have caused like any health problems for you, anything?
No, I haven't experienced any health problems. It actually is a method that I rather prefer. It's easier. Um, I don't know if it's I do see and read a lot of cons to birth control, and women who have experienced like health related problems. For me, no, I haven't. I've been on birth control since 16, so it's been working good for me since then.
Okay. Have you ever took a break from it? Like, you just cut it off for a minute, then eventually you started back using it?
No, I've had switched to a different brand. That's about it. But I've been consistent with it since I first started.
Okay. Do you have any problems with sleeping, like your sleeping habits?
Um, sort of, kinda. I got like I think it just depends on the time I go to sleep. I try to keep myself on a pattern, like a consistent pattern. But I wake up most times like 2 or 3 hours before my alarm even goes off. I toss and turn a lot. I don't know. I just when night comes, I've always been like a person like it's real hard for me to sleep
Mhm.
or fall asleep. I have to be really tired. Really hard to be really tired.
Okay.
I could say I had a long day, but I won't be tired.
Hmm. All right. So, do you get too little sleep, too much sleep, a poor quality of sleep, or do you like have like nightmares all the time when you sleep?
No, to some they say I sleep too much, but to me I don't sleep enough. I nap and I can nap for like a few hours and then I wake up. But lately I've been going to bed around 8 o'clock, so I've been waking up around 5, 6 o'clock, and then I'll go to sleep and then I wake up. I would say it just has its days. Like I really think it just depends on how tired my body is.
Hmm.
Um, because it's most days um, and then I have most days where I'll sleep for a few hours and wake up. But I always like to think how tired I am,
Hmm.
and how it affects my sleep.
Let's see. Do you do any kind of exercise?
I do not.
Okay. Do you have a problem with eating, like your eating habits?
No, I don't have problem eating. I actually love to eat, so I don't have a problem.
Okay, so what's your favorite food?
Um, well, other than chicken wings, I love spaghetti. Um, I love steak. So those are like my top three, like or baked chicken. I love baked chicken, so I have a few top favorites. But I think baked chicken would be my first. And any kind of chicken wings, fried, and spaghetti. And I
Okay. Have you experienced like any weight gain or weight loss in between the 2 months, in between 2 months?
no, I really haven't been. I had a scale in my house broken. I used to take my weight off it, but I have gained weight. few pounds. Um, I guess it comes from eating, but I don't too much lose weight when I kind of like just sticks to that.
Okay. Let's see. So let's see. In a typical month, how often do you have four or more drinks in a 24-hour period?
Four more drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I would say only when I'm, like I said, at the bar or with
Mm-hmm.
my friends. If I'm sitting at home, like I said, I probably have one glass or two. Um, Other than that, it just depends on like if I'm out with my friends and what we're doing and you know
Mm-hmm.
the type of drink I'm drinking.
So the type of drink that you drink, it just what depends on like the mood you're in.
Yeah, or what I have like what I feel like drinking or what I feel like I can tolerate.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't too much drink liquor hard. I like it like mixed with something. That way I won't have a quick effect on like being drunk or like
Mm-hmm.
intoxicated too quickly. It's something that takes me a minute to get like really drunk.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So with the hookah thing, what's inside of a hookah? Like what's the material that they use or any of that?
It's called Sisha. Um, it's like they have different flavors. I don't know what it is called, but it's like this. It reminds me of something like potpourri maybe,
Mm-hmm.
because it has a scent to it, and you just put it in your hookah. You just smoke.
Okay. So it's
It
like
reminds me of some type
you said it reminds you of what? I'm sorry.
of potpourri
Okay. Cool, cool, cool.
scented stuff.
Okay. So have you ever had any suicidal thoughts?
I have never.
Okay, no suicide. That's good. All right. So does anybody in your family or including yourself have dealt with any of these before? Extreme depressed moods,
No,
dramatic mood swings,
no,
rapid speech,
no,
anxiety,
no,
panic attacks,
no,
any phobias,
mm-mm,
sleep disturbances,
mm-mm,
okay, hallucinations,
no,
okay, any like memory loss, alcohol or substance abuse.
like I said, my dad, back like years ago,
Mhm.
he dealt with alcohol. Like he would get up, drink a beer, go to sleep, drink a beer. Like he would drink like 12 packs a day. Um, until like I said, it started affecting his health, and so he had no choice but to stop. But he's been like 10, 12 years sober now.
That's good. Has have you had any frequent body complaints,
No,
eating disorders,
no,
any body image problems?
no.
Okay. Repetitive thoughts like any obsessions with anything?
Repeat that one.
Any like obsessions with anything, like repetitive thoughts or anything?
No,
Um, any homicidal thoughts?
No,
Okay, and you said you never had suicide thoughts, right?
no.
Okay. Do you have a job?
Yeah, I work with kids. I'm a toddler teacher at a child care center.
Okay. Do you like working there?
Yeah, I do. It gives me a lot of learning experience that I need, especially dealing with children.
And you said you're a toddler teacher, right?
Yes.
So what do you do exactly as that position?
Um, well, my morning start off, getting them their breakfast and letting them warm up. I mean, I play time. I play with them, read to them. We have lesson plans that we do, like teaching them new words, colors, shapes. Um, getting along with each other. And then we have lunch, then nap, and then they wake up and they have their snack, and then they get ready for home. So like almost like school, but I deal with 1 and 2 year olds.
Okay. So do you find like that job to be stressful?
It has its moments where it can be stressful, um, because like I said, you're dealing with little kids. These are, they don't really understand. They understand, but they don't really understand. So it takes a lot of patience. It can become frustrating, but you just have to really know how to control that in that type of setting and leave it outside the workplace.
Okay. Are you happy with your current job?
Can you repeat that?
Are you happy with your current job?
It has its pros and cons. Most days could be better than others, but I think everything's just like a learning and working experience. Um, some days can get frustrating just by like man or your coworkers not being on the same page as you, and that may make your day hard because you feel like you're doing more than the next. So it can get to that point.
Do you consider yourself to be religious?
Um, I don't. I guess as like growing up, I really wasn't big. Like I had a church family, but it wasn't like like a real church. Like you have like we had like Sunday schools. It was like this ministry that I attended. But I'm religious because I didn't grow up like that. We had often growing up, but I was around like church settings.
So do you consider yourself to be like a Christian or anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually just got out this year. Um, I found a church here in the city I stay in. It's like they made me feel like welcome, like a family, like somebody I could trust because in life I was really just trying to um, I had hit a rough patch in my life and I just felt like I needed like be closer to God. Um, just strengthen a relationship with him. So I did get into a church family that I felt like I could trust.
That's great. That is great. What do you consider to be like one of your strengths about yourself?
Um, how hardworking I am. I think like just like I said, growing up, I didn't have a lot of stuff growing up, and I'm a real humble person too. I gotta be real humble. Um, just coming from nothing, and you know, going without throughout my life. Not having the best things, but having the good things. So I would say being humble and very hard.
Okay. So what's something you like most about yourself?
Um, let's see here. independent I can be. Like smart, how smart. I just like just general, like the type of person I know I am. Like I have a really good heart.
Mhm.
I belong to people. Just as long as you just don't, do anything that would make me feel like I can't trust you. Other than that, like I feel like I'm really like to be around. Like I'm easy to get along with. So I like that.
Okay. What are some like effective coping skills that you've learned to like in situations where you just get frustrated or when you're just mad and you just need to calm down?
Teaching myself that everything doesn't need a reaction. Some stuff sometimes you just have to walk off, just to prevent yourself from making the situation worse than it is. So, making myself know to calm down in situations that may affect my future, or telling myself I have too much to lose. Those are some good skills I've, you know, came to terms with and deal with situations for me, or
Mhm.
learning like to talk about my problems when it's bothering me instead of holding it in.
Okay. And what are some goals that you would like to do through therapy or get from therapy?
Um, Believing in myself more. You know, sticking to my goals that for myself. Just becoming a better me, like growing wise. Being optimistic, like more optimistic, more to more things. Um, Not being so closed off. Not dealing with things in my life, not looking at them as being negative, but looking at them as something that I could look back on and be like, I've grown from this instead of beat
Mhm.
myself up about it.
Okay. Do you have any kids?
I do not. I do have a nephew, so I treat them like my kids, but I
Do you,
don't have kids at the moment.
do you want any kids?
I do. I want two kids.
Okay. So like when do you plan on trying to have kids or like, anything like that? Start a family.
Um, I really want to make sure I have that support, like as in my husband or whoever I marry. I want that support, but I also want I feel like my life is stable enough to bring a child in. Like maybe like after I finish like my school and then into a career, something that I know that my family can have to fall back on if I choose to have a family. I don't want to just rush into something and not prepared. If whoever I get, even if on that side, I want to make sure I'm ready for it. So I would say like more years. I give myself about 2 more years.
Okay. Cool. Mhm. Do you have any questions for me?
I'm done.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming to the first part of our sessions. If you have any questions or anything, you have my contact information, so you can always contact me and let me know if you need help with anything or you have any questions before our next session. And I will send
Okay,
you
and I
a
thank you for
link.
your.
Thank
Oh,
And I will send you a link so that you can book your next session with me, okay?
okay,
All right. Thank you. You have a great
thank you.
day.
All right, you too. Thank you.